Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How's it going? So, today was weird. I go to school. I get there, right? I go there a little bit early. I show up in my great big green truck. I go and buy a couple donuts. I was hungry. And then I go to my Spanish class. I'm there not even 5 minutes. Hey, Chase, I need you to go to the front office and take your hat with you. I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. So I go to the front office, and there are 3 people in there. There is the principal, Mrs. Slaughter. There is the her assistant, I guess, Mr. Meunier. And then there's one other lady there whose name I can't remember. But let's just call her Tiffany. So what happens is, I go there. I've got this Pepe hat. This isn't the one I was wearing. It's actually in my dad's truck. I'll get to that later. But I go there. I'm wearing the hat. I hand it to Meunier, and he says, "Are these the problem?" And Slaughter, she says, yeah, those are the ones. That's the problem." So then, I ask, "What's going on?" And they say, "Oh, okay, well, he doesn't know. Yeah, he's a good kid." They say, "Oh, well, you see, we can't allow you to wear the Pepe hat and shirt anymore." I ask them, "Okay, what the hell's going on?" They're like, "Well, we recently found out that Pepe was kind of a racial deal, and that a political statement said that it just wasn't very nice. We just can't allow that." Which to me, this is total bullshit, because I've gone up to this principal, Mrs. Slaughter, before, and I've shown her the poster of when I ran for Bizboard. One second, I'll grab it. So I showed her the poster of when I ran for Bizboard, which is right here. I showed this to her a long time ago. Sorry about the reflection of the camera. Here, let me see if I can fix it. But as you can see, right there on top of my shoulder, it's tiny little Pepe. Love Pepe. Chatelet, my friends. But I showed her this a long time ago, and I pointed out every detail to make sure it would be allowed, so I could tape this all over the school to promote my campaign. There was me in a business suit. There's my Trump hat. I actually kind of photoshopped the Trump hat, but there's this bald eagle, and then there's this great big American flag, and it reads, "Chase Hukel for Bizboard. Let's make Biz great again." Biz is where I go to school at Crater High School. I really love it there. I just thought I'd make Crater a little bit better. Make Crater a little bit greater. I'm gonna put this back. So she knows that I like Trump. That's pretty much who I am. Everybody knows me as the Trump guy. I wear this hat all the time. I wear this shirt all the time. It's Trump on a tank, explosions all around, money floating behind him. A small loan of $1 million. But I love Trump. I love the guy. If I see something about CNN or MSNBC, I absolutely know for a fact that that is fake news. Especially with the recent Trump-Russia deal. It's bullshit. Look, Google Seth Rich. Do it right now. Pause this video. Google Seth Rich. If you already know who Seth Rich is, congratulations. You are a red-pilled. Sorry, you have been red-pilled. That's not important right now. That's getting far tracked from the story. So I'm talking with the principal. She goes, "Well, we can't have you. We can't have you with the Pepe anymore because it's deemed a hate symbol by just people online." I'm like, okay. So I leave and I send a text to my dad. I say, "Hey, Dad, I just got sent to the principal's office for wearing my Pepe hat." Dad replies back, "I'll be right there." 20 minutes later, my dad shows up, and I can tell that he's kind of angry. I mean, yeah, my dad gives me a hug, right? But I can tell that he's kind of angry. Because there's two parts to angry at my dad. The first part is, "What the hell are you doing? Knock that shit off." Great dad. That's great, right? That's the part that I'm sometimes scared of, because I know what happens, right? Dad gets angry, I don't do this anymore. But there's a second part to my dad's anger. That is the calm anger. It's where he sits like this. Yeah. So why is this? And that is the part to my dad that I am terrified of. because I don't see it a lot. If you see my dad calm, and like calm in a part where he should be angry, run while you still can. Nobody can resist the wrath of my father. It is insanity. So we're in there, and my dad's talking with him, and I'll have to upload parts of the video later. So we're in there, my dad's talking with him, and I could just tell that these people were just trying to conform, no, not really conform, they're really just cucks. There is no better word for it. They were willing to make this one little offended boy happy. I don't know who it was. Might have been a boy, might have been a girl, might have been a teacher. How do I know? But anyway, they were just willing to make this little offended person happy because apparently my Pepe the Frog hat was a distraction of the learning environment. Now, I don't know about you, but hats are not a distraction for me. Or anybody. Hats don't distract anybody unless like a pirate hat or a sombrero or shoot, I don't know, one of those hats are not a distraction. That's my point. Hats do not distract anybody. Okay? And when they do, it's mostly like, hey man, nice hat. Thanks, man. Done. That's about it. That's all that happens with hats. But this little offended person, I'm just going to call this person a cuck. So this little offended cuck here, they got offended by Pepe the Frog. Little green frog going, wee! Fucking normies. No, there weren't any words on the hat. It's just white hat, blue bill, little Pepe right about here going, wee! Absolutely love it. One of my favorite memes. So what happens is, I've noticed I'm saying this a lot. I'm sorry. I'm trying to stop. But they were trying to make this little offended normie happy. Because I was being a distraction of learning environment. Okay, hats aren't a distraction. Okay, so let's say hats are a distraction. Okay, let's just give them that. Hats are a distraction now. Nobody can wear hats in school anymore. But putting me in the front office of the school, yeah, that's not a distraction at all. I'm trying to learn Spanish just in case once Trump's out of office, the liberals win. But really, Spanish is actually a really useful skill considering it's like the second most spoken language in America, so I actually really enjoy it. ¿Tú hablas español? Si tú hablas español, escribe en los comentarios abajo. I don't speak it well, I just said I speak it. But if hats are a distraction, okay, if hats are a distraction, then why would putting me in the office not be? Yeah. What is the thought process of these liberals? Oh yeah, actually I know that thought process. I want it! Why? I want it! Alright, okay, here you go. I'm pretending to be the government here. Or even my school. His hat offends me! I want it gone! Why? I want it! Why do you want it gone? I want it! Okay, here you go. You can't wear that hat anymore because it was deemed offensive by the Washington Post. The Washington Post is the most liberal piece of shit magazine I have found on the internet. I'm starting to get pissed off here. What's next? Is the principal going to bring up CNN or Rachel Maddow? Rachel Maddow is terrible. Total fake news. Can we just get rid of her show? They got rid of Bill O'Reilly, for God's sake. Why would they get rid of Bill O'Reilly? They did the same thing to Bill O'Reilly they were trying to do to Donald Trump during the election. Okay, Donald Trump, I'm running for president. These people stay silent. A couple weeks before the election, he touched me! Wait a second, the way you bring it up now. Doesn't matter, he touched me 30 years ago, and I didn't want to say anything because I didn't feel safe. What do you mean you didn't feel safe? He's running for president, and you only bring it up now? Like a couple weeks before the election? What the hell's wrong with you? Well, he touched me, and it's my word against his, and we all know that he's one of the most truthful guys in all history. But no, they want to believe the old feminist sitting there. Okay, if a man has a wife like Melania, why in the hell would he want to be anywhere near something as ugly as this? Sorry, I'm starting to get angry here. Starting to be a little bit of a rant. So, hats. Not only do I have a Pepe hat, this isn't my Pepe hat, we've already established that, but I also have a Pepe shirt. And I've worn that a couple times, and I absolutely love this shirt. It was a gift from my mom. One thing about the shirt, though, is that it was supposed to be Pepe sticking out of a pocket right about here. There was supposed to be a pocket, and then Pepe's poking out of the pocket going, whee! But the thing is, I finally get the shirt in the mail, there's no pocket. There's Pepe sitting there, but no little pocket. It's just a little Pepe going, whee! But there's no pocket to hold him, so I was really hoping for a little pocket Pepe. But, nope. I'm just talking about the Pepe things I have now. Okay, how about this? So the teacher, she goes, well, I just didn't see what the big deal was at first until the fall of last year, when some students were talking about a little poster with Pepe on it. And I've seen this poster. It was actually for STD awareness, and it was actually a really well-drawn poster. It was a great meme. I really wish I could have taken a photo of it, but she goes, well, I'm not really all up to date on memes. I just figured, okay, it's a little frog. Okay, here's the thing about me and memes. Love my memes. Memes are king. They're some of my favorite things. On my phone right here, oops, sorry. What's going on? Anyway. I have over 600 memes on this phone, and over half of them are little Pepes. I love Pepe the Frog. This guy's awesome. It's why my mom got me that as a gift. That's why my mom got me the hat. My dad got me this shirt. Well, this shirt, my grandpa gave me this hat. This hat right here, not the Pepe hat. But, it's just starting to piss me off how everybody is trying to be politically correct. So because someone else's feelings were hurt, I have to lose my rights. Because that makes sense. How about this? I'm offended that you're offended. You no longer can be offended. How's that? But no, they won't let me do that. No, not will they. What's next? I'm going to wear this to school tomorrow, because all this happened today. I'm going to wear this and this to school tomorrow. See what they say about that. It pisses me off. What I'm trying to say is, what is the deal with political correctness now? Why is everybody trying to make everybody happy? I'll tell you why. It's because of the brainwashing implanted. It's been implanted in colleges, it's been implanted in schools, it's been implanted everywhere. especially in big cities where teachers like this come from. I saw a video recently of a library in New York was having drag queen readings. What the hell's wrong with you people? You are going to take your child, your innocent child, to go see a tranny read a book about trannies. Not transmission, no. Transsexuals. What the hell? Be a parent. Think, Mom, I want to drink alcohol. No, Billy, you're 9. Ma, I want to smoke cigarettes. No, Billy, you're 9. Ma, I want to change my gender. Yay, Billy! Okay, what's your name, Billy? Belika. Okay, Belika. Woo! Be a parent. You're 9. You can't change your gender. There are 2 genders, male or female. You shouldn't be able to change it. That's wrong. Okay? Bill Nye the Science Guy isn't even a scientist. He's a mechanical engineer. Just because you play a scientist doesn't mean that you are a scientist. I played Putnam in the Crucible doesn't mean that I want to go around killing everybody for property, like Lex Luthor or something. But back to the drag queen thing. Be a parent. What is wrong with people now? I find it funny how they're all okay with things like what Bernie Sanders stood for. Bernie Sanders was a socialist. Anybody who has heard of Vladimir Lenin should know this quote. Vladimir Lenin said that the goal of socialism is communism. And communism is cancer. Communism doesn't work. That's a fact. The only economic system so far that works is capitalism. Because... Give me a second. Okay. Let's say that these are candy bars. I know that they're pencils, but let's pretend. Capitalism. I have 2 candy bars. My buddy wants to buy one. I sell him the candy bar. I get something that I want, money. He gets something that he wants, the candy bar, okay? This is communism. I have 2 candy bars. The government takes one away. I now don't get anything in return because we are all equal. It pisses me off. So here we are. This is the America that we're living in. We have a president where liberals won't let the president do his fucking job. Where they... Okay, there's this big guy... there's this guy on TV. I don't know his name, but he goes on there, he goes, I'm calling for the impeachment of Donald Trump, the President of the United States. Why? Trump hasn't done anything wrong at all. But you want to impeach him just because you don't like him, because he is a Republican. Guess what, liberals? You lost! Get over it! Okay, we don't all get a blue ribbon. Okay? What happens is, there are winners, and then there are losers. People win, people lose, that's what happens. But you know what, the Republicans, we won. And so far, with Trump as president, we have won and won and win and win. And we win again and again. Mr. Trump, could we please stop winning? No, not even once. I'm sorry, but we will keep winning. Because that's what we do as Americans. Sorry, as Republicans, liberals, you lose all the time. It's just pissing me off. Especially with this whole Pepe hat thing. It's really bullshit. That's what it is. I just don't see why. Okay. While I was in there, in the principal's office, I said, "Oh wait, I don't really see how a Pepe hat is a distraction." And the principal, she goes, "Yeah, well, I've heard the same thing from teenagers who are wearing very skimpy clothes, their tatas." Well, she didn't say this next line. "With their tatas hanging out." Well, that's an actual distraction. Girl's got big titties hanging, about to pop out of her clothes. That's an obvious distraction. I'm gonna sit there for hours staring at that. But a hat is not a distraction. That's the point I'm trying to get across here. I'm really hope I'm doing that because hats are not distractions. Look, I'm wearing a hat. Boom, I'm wearing another hat. You're not distracted by it unless I made a point of it. So here's the thing. I don't see why everybody has to be politically correct. Why do we have to be politically correct? Because people who yell the loudest get heard. And why aren't we Republicans doing that? I really want to know. This is a message to every Republican that watches this. Why are we not going against them as hard as they go against us? In Congress, the Democrats say, "No, no, 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 no," on every Republican thing. So why don't we do the same thing to them? Nope. You're not going to get past us. You shall not pass! I think this about does it for the video. I'm ranted out. I've got homework to do. Just figured I'd make this video really fast. Shadilay, everybody. Hashtag free kickstand. Fucking normies.